Hello everybody, my name's soujisakatattv, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm a gender-fluid cybernetic cat Vtuber, and amongst other things, one of the things I do love very much is rap. So I'm going through and doing a reaction to every epic rap battles of history because, well, A, they're reaction friendly, and B, I absolutely adore them. They're one of the things that got me into rapping. So we're going to jump right into it. Like I said, my name's soujisakatattv. Check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/soujisakatattv. Check me out on, I guess it's X now, I almost said Twitter, at soujisakatattv, and at soujisakatattv on TikTok as well. I do most of my rapping on TikTok. And of course, if you've found this, you've already found my YouTube. So hit that like and subscribe button down below. It really helps out. Anyways, today, I wanted to do one last week. I apologize. I had some dental work. I had Novocaine, and I was all numbed up. I couldn't do a reaction last week. So, I tried to do them every Tuesday night. So we're back this Tuesday with another one. This is one of my personal favorites of recent memory. This is Die Hard versus Rambo versus the John Wick series. So it's John Wick versus John Rambo versus John McClane. I have never seen John Wick, but I do know the theory. I have seen John Rambo, or Rambo movies, and I have seen, I think, all but the last Die Hard, although it has been a while now. So, definitely something I adore. They are very, very fun. I'm realizing my window is slightly off. That's a little better. So we're going to jump right into this. I'm going to break it down as much as I can, and let's get into it.
John Wick.
Ooh, Zach Sherwood, I forgot.
McClane.
Lloyd.
John Rambo.
And Peter.
Alright, guess I'll be the one to draw first blood.
Or maybe you could draw an audience to see any of your new movies.
Come out to the coast, we'll have a few laughs, sounds sweet. But no, I'm stuck here with these two jerkweeds, about to kick their ass with bare feet. I'll drop the beat, I'll set it off like it's the top of Nakatomi. Need a fire hose.
Okay, I tried to press space to pause, it didn't work. So, let's start off with the beginning one, because I do love these. Where's it at? Alright, I guess I'll be the one to draw first blood. I believe there was I can't remember which Rambo movie it was. I'm actually going to pull it up real quick, because now I want to know. Rambo, I think it's first, wasn't that the first movie? I think that was, yeah, it looks like Rambo First Blood is the, like, name of the first movie. So, I'm like, I knew it was a name of one of the movies. I couldn't remember if it was the first one or not. But yeah, that looks like it's the first Rambo movie. That's the title, is First Blood. So, I like how they do that. And then, John Wick, of course, coming right back with the clapback of, or maybe you could draw an audience to see any of your new movies. Because, yeah, the first Die Hards and the first Rambos were pretty good. And they kind of petered off over time. Meanwhile, John Wick on installment, 3 or 4 now, still going strong. So, and then McClane saying something about, come out to the coast, we'll have a few laughs. That's a line from the first Die Hard movie when he flies out to see, I forget, is it his, some kind of, he flies out to somewhere for something, which is how he ends up at Nakatomi Tower. And that's like a reference to that. I do love that. How it's, come out to the coast, we'll have a few laughs.
Alright, guess I'll be the one to draw first.
Out to the coast, we'll have a few
I'm gonna skip back
laughs,
ahead now.
sounds sweet. But no, I'm stuck here with these two jerkweeds, about to kick their ass with bare feet. I'll drop the beat, I'll set it off like it's the top
Oh
of
wait,
Nakatomi.
Argyle. Wasn't that the limo driver? Oh, that was a character in one of those movies. Argyle. I want to think that was like one of the, like, Argyle, like a limo driver or something like that. I forget exactly what it was, but Argyle was a character in that movie.
To kick their ass with
The
bare
first Die
feet.
Hard.
I'll drop the beat, I'll set it off like it's the top of Nakatomi. Need a fire hose to swing on you, you're both so below me.
Ooh.
I haven't stopped killing it since Carl's brother Tony, and I got your detonators right here. Blow me. Shit, you movie drives home.
Alright. I love that. I need a fire hose to wait, what was it? I'll set it off like it's because I'll set it off like it's the top of Nakatomi, where the original, like, terrorist attack happens in the movie. With Hans Gruber and Hans is actually, I think, hidden in the crowd at one point. I forget. Either way, that's where the original, like, terrorist attack happens is the very top floor of the Nakatomi Tower. And at one point, he does use a fire hose to swing from place to place, like like Tarzan and a vine almost kind of a thing. That's how he's getting around across some of these gaps. So, and you know, I need a fire hose to swing on you because you're both so below me. I haven't stopped killing it since Carl's brother Tony, because he does, one of the terrorists is named Carl, and he kills his brother Tony. I wanted to make sure I got the names backwards. It's been a long day. And then I've got your detonators right here below me, which I love the double there. Obviously the suck it line, but also he does that. He goes around and they have bombs or whatever planted everywhere, and yeah, he goes around and takes all the detonators, so when Gruber pulls the trigger, nothing happens, and he's like, I got your detonators, suck it. I love that double. Oops, I forgot to go back.
Right here, blow me.
Oops.
Ship your booby traps home, Rambo. Cause you'll never take the W without the P&O. Does your lip hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? Can you string that shit up on your compound bow? Lighten up, Wick, with your brooding saga.
Alright, I'm gonna start it there again. What was it? Ship your booby traps home. Yeah, because Rambo is very good about booby traps. That's like his main thing. And because you'll never take the W. Obviously saying you're never going to take the win without the P and O, because of course Rambo being a prisoner of war, that is another good line. And of course talking about Stallone has a medical condition. Stallone of course played Rambo. He has a medical condition of some sort. I can't remember what it is, but that's what makes him talk kind of funny. He has that like odd facial motion. I believe that's from a medical condition of some sort that he has. I'm not a Stallone expert. I don't know exactly what it is. But that's a really good reference. Whoa. Is that doing it? It's only on my screen. Weird. Oh, and can you string that shit up on your compound bow? Because, of course, Rambo very much Wick and McClane are very much the gun enthusiasts. Whereas Rambo makes a lot of weapons out of whatever he's got out in the woods. So yeah, he makes his own weapons. He has guns too, but Rambo's one of these only three. He's a lot more like Wick, where he's more versatile with making weapons and kind of out of nothing. Wick uses pencils and whatever he's got. Rambo actually goes and like makes crap out of the forest, like, you know, just whatever you can find. It's impressive. But that's what can you string that up on your compound bow that you're making out of a stick and some weeds or whatever to make it a string? That's great.
Up on your compound bow. Lighten up, Wick, with your brooding saga. How about a little Hakuna Matata, Baba Yaga? You got the trousers, taper, and the watch, spooker. But your acting falls flatter than the Hans. Gruber! Leave the underground coin game to Mario.
Again, I love the reference. He's stuck in the air vent. This is how he gets around, by lighter and an air vent. In the movie, because that's how he's sneaking around past the terrorists in the air vents. Fun fact, air vents would never be this clean, and they would collapse under the weight of a human, so bullcrap. But still my favorite, still probably my favorite of the three movies. What is it? Oh yeah, how about a little Hakuna Matata, Baba Yaga? Because of course Hakuna Matata means no worries. So how about no worries there, boogeyman? Because of course that's what Baba Yaga means. I do love that. Another good, like, it's not a double, but it's a very good reference that you have to understand. You can't just take it at face value. There's more to it. I like that. And then you got the trousers tapered and the watch booker. Because, you know, Wick is always, like, dressed to the nines. He's always in the suit, the tie, you know, whatever. He's always very well dressed. Meanwhile, you know, John McClane's just wearing the traditional, you know, undergarment, wife beater kind of shirt. And, you know, whatever he's gotten, most of the movie's barefoot in the first one, so, but your acting falls flatter than the Hans Gruber, because that's how Hans Gruber dies at the beginning of or at the end of the first Die Hard. He falls to his death, I believe, down the elevator shaft, I think. Or is it outside the tower? I can't remember if it's down the elevator shaft or on the outside of the tower, but he does fall to his death from very high up. And that's what he's like, your acting falls flatter than Hans Gruber as he falls. And the camera pans out. I love this is a very well put together verse. I do love how they do it.
Hakuna Matata, Baba Yaga. You got the trousers, taper, and the watch, spooker. But your acting falls flatter than the Hans. Gruber! Leave the underground coin the Mario Brothers. And John, Bobby. What the fuck's with the chest butter? The bandolier looks heavy as shit. I'm like this prick's ring finger, only need one clip.
Ouch. So, leave the underground coin game to Mario Brothers. Of course, Mario is all about collecting the power coins and all of the coins along the maps. And being plumbers, they are frequently underground. And referencing, so that's a double for John Wick's, where they have a world where they have the coins for like their assassins organization, and it's all underground and hidden. So the underground coin game to Mario Brothers, and then just turns to Rambo. It's like, and what's with the chest butter? Like, because Rambo is always like covered in sweat and dirt and mud, and it almost looks like he's buttered up for like a male model contest. If you ever see a male model thing, they're always like oiled up to a comical degree. I love that. And what was the other one? That bandolier. Oh yeah, because he's always wearing this giant bandolier of bullets in the movie, and it does look really heavy. And yeah, John Wick does have his one finger cut off to get back into the organization or whatever. So taking pot shots at both of them, rapid fire. I love to see it.
I've been sharp as shattered glass since the late 80s. And like your late pump, I'll leave you pushing up daisies.
Ooh, another good one. I've been sharp as shattered glass since the late 80s. At one point, he does have to, in the movie, he runs barefoot across shattered glass to get away from the bad guys. So yeah, he's sharp as shattered glass. God, that would have to hurt. Ugh. And like your dead pup, I'll leave you pushing up daisies. The dog that dies in John Wick, I do believe is named Daisy. Again, I've never seen John Wick, but I do know some of the lore. So yeah, that's another good way, and especially because that's what trips off like the entire movie is them killing John Wick's dog. McClane is in dangerous territory, taking pot shots at Wick's dog. Oh, yeah, look in the background. He's walking on glass and his feet are hurt. That's hilarious.
And like your late pump, I'll leave you pushing up daisies. Less is more, boys. That's my advice. You less survival knife, you more survival wife.
Ouch. So yeah, that's John. Yeah, Rambo needs a little less survival knives, and yeah, John Wick. If his wife had survived, the movie wouldn't be a thing. So yeah, that's actually pretty good advice from McClane there. Ouch. That would solve a lot of their problems. That hurts. And now we got, and of course, I love that we have Peter Lloyd and Zach Sherwin. Arguably one of the best extras they have. This ought to be really good.
Ooh.
I say this ought to be good, like I haven't seen this before. This is really good.
I'm gonna need a dinner reservation for 2. John Wick, I'm efficient and lean, a proficient, professional killing machine. Underworld overachiever looking dapper as a buck, and only one of us to go 3 chapters without sucking.
Yep, that's pretty good right there. So it comes out, ooh, I'm gonna need a dinner reservation for 2. Of course, referencing in the movies, that's how they call for a body cleanup. They're gonna need a dinner reservation for 2. That means there's about to be 2 dead bodies. Wick's about to kill them both. I do love that. John Wick, I'm efficient and lean, a proficient professional killing machine. That is a very good description. He is very much just the epitome of a killing machine. Like, McClane does it because he's in a bad situation. Rambo does it because he's also in a bad situation. Wick does it because that's what he does. That is where he differs from them, is like, yeah, Rambo gets kind of like in a situation he didn't deserve, and McClane just kind of gets stuck by accident in the middle of this. Wick is in it on purpose. Like, this is his job, so that's good. And of course, I'm looking dapper as I'm bucking, because yeah, as McClane said, he's always very well dressed. You get the tapered trousers and all that, and I mean, even right here, let's see if I can get, full suit and tie with the watch, like, always looking GQ.
Achiever looking dapper as a buck, and only one of us to go 3 chapters without sucking.
Arguably another good thing there. Only one, because the third Rambo and third Die Hard movie did not go over super well. The third Wick movie did. So, yeah, 1 point to Wick there. That's pretty darn... That's a good comeback.
Between your elevator and the mine where you were trapped, you're such wieners, I should call you both John Shaft.
Arguably one of the best dick jokes in all of ERB. Between the elevator and the mine where you were trapped, you're such wieners, I should call you both John Shaft. Of course, mine shaft, elevator shaft, weenie shaft. Yeah, that's just extremely well worded. Nothing, I would expect nothing less from Zach Sherwin. Like, awesome line, awesome delivery.
Your elevator and the mine where you were trapped. You're such wieners, I should call you both John Shaft. I craft rhymes with pencils, then jam them in necks. So I'm not vexed by Vets, Flex, and Roid injected pecs. Being excommunicado wasn't more than I could handle, so I think I can withstand an excremental ex-commando. And this sad, broken dad joke at Popo is no foe for the virtuoso bad virtuoso. Ho ho.
God, the rhyme scheme. I think I can withstand an excremental ex-commando, and this dad joking... Wait, what was the hit?
An
ex-commando, and this sad broken dad joking. Popo is no foe for the virtuoso bad virtuoso. God, and he's not done because he goes ho ho to quivers and bows because I'm delivering blows.
And when they land, it won't help
God.
to make fists with your toes.
Pretty much just calling them a bunch of names in the most poetic way possible. Yes, that is absolutely awesome. And yeah, it won't help to make fists with your toes. In the first Die Hard movie, McClane hates flying, and the guy sitting next to him tells him, make a fist with your toes, like curl your toes up. It helps with the landing or whatever. So yeah, and when it I'm delivering blows, but when they land, when these punches and these, this verbal assault lands, making fists with your toes isn't going to help like it does when you're on the plane there, McClane. That's great. Being excommunicado wasn't something I could handle, so I think I can withstand an excremental ex-commando, because that's what, yeah. Again, just insane wordplay. Sherwin never disappoints.
Broken dad joke, Popo is no foe for the virtuoso bad virtuoso. Ho 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 to quivers and bows. I'm delivering blows, and when they land, it won't help to make fists with your toes. Bitcoin, no. Hitcoin, certainly. I'll put you two in tune. Call it cryptocurrency. Obey your...
Bitcoin, no. Hitcoin, certainly, because of course their underground coin game he referenced. Yeah, that's a better version of it for him. Hitcoin, absolutely. And I love that. Put you two in tombs and call it cryptocurrency. Not the online crypto, but the put you in a crypt because you're dead kind of crypto. Yeah, that's, again, an awesome double from Sherwin there. I expect nothing less.
Oh, Hitcoin, certainly. I'll put you two in tune. Call it cryptocurrency. Obey your superior like good cops and soldiers. Raven, Roy, you're done. Over. Nothing is over.
Raven, Roy, you're done, it's over. I don't know that reference. I don't know what Raven and Roy is. I'm afraid I haven't seen those, and that's lore I don't know. But obey your superiors like good cops and soldiers. Because, yeah, McClane and Rambo both have to answer to people. Wick is technically answering to somebody, but he's pretty much a solo, if I'm correct. So, kind of a good way to throw a jab at him there, being like, yeah, you have to follow rules. I'm an assassin, I do what I want. That's a really good finishing line.
You're like good cops
I'm
soldiers.
free, you're
Raven,
not.
Roy, you're done. Over.
Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it on! Unless it's one of your movies. In which case, I just turn it on! When I rip off my shirt and start swinging my stick swords, I'm hotter than the suicide girls on your switchboard. My headband's red, but I got no love for comedy. No juice was used to produce these.
Okay, yeah, that's still pretty good. I love, of course, Rambo, a little more muscle, and he's very smart, but definitely not, I would say, a super literate character. Very much more street smart than he is, I will say, book smart. Not to diss on Rambo or anything, but I love they come out with a little bit more of a basic thing, where it's like, nothing is over, nothing. Unless it's one of your movies. And yeah, then it's over because I'm not watching it. I just don't care. I'm out here doing practical stuff. I'm not watching your movies. Like, what a good way to flip the more practical Rambo onto Like, that's, I love that. And of course, the other two are in those, like, you got him on a building and him in the, you know, this like mystical ring thing. And then you go to Rambo and he's outside, like where he works. That's a great way to come in for him. What was it I get? When I rip off my shirt and start swinging my stick swords, I'm hotter than the suicide girls on your switchboard. Because, yeah, that's Rambo always seems to end up shirtless. And he's, as I said earlier, he's always making weapons out of whatever he can find. So, yeah, he might sharpen up a stick and use it as a sword because that's what he's got to work with. And he's going to make it work. Great. That's a great way to reference that. And the suicide girls, he's talking to Wick on that. To those of you who don't know, there is actually a group of people called the Suicide Girls, and they are very, like, done up, almost pin-up style girls, but with, like, a little bit more of a alt-goth flair, if I'm correct. I have not looked this up in a long time. I remember looking this up a long time ago. I'm going to look this up. Ah, yes, that's what it is. It's very much, like, tattooed and pierced models. So, yeah, kind of an alternative pin-up style girl. And they do a lot of photo shoots. Like, yep, this is pretty much... And that's what a lot of the girls on the call line for Wick's Assassins thing, they very much resemble the Suicide Girls in that fashion. So that's a good, like, you know, he's saying he's even hotter than those hot girls you got answering the phone. I'm that hot just because I ripped my shirt off and I'm swinging around sticks. Which, I love they have Peter in this muscle suit. That is hilarious for Rambo. Oops. Well, I gotta go back. I missed a line here.
Hotter than the suicide girls on your switch.
Oh, and he's doing the lip thing that Stallone does. That's great.
My headband's red, but I got no love for comedy. No juice was used to produce these armies.
So his headband's red, but he's got no love for the commies. Which, yeah, very much Rambo, the epitome of America in a man right there. And no juice was used to produce these armies, because I believe there was a jab from Wick about him being... was it Wick or McClane? I'm not going back to look. One of the two made a jab at him about using steroids. Wick. I'm not vexed by vets flexing roid-injected pecs. And that's what he's saying. There's no juice used to produce these armies. Talking about his absolute guns that he's got here. Peter with the muscle suit showing him off. That's awesome. But yeah, that's a good comeback. He's like, hey, there's no steroids here. This is just me.
High-table rules don't apply to this conflict. I'll finish you right in the lobby. This is a conflict.
And of course, high table rules don't apply to this, because that's what gets Wick kicked out. He kills somebody in the lobby of their assassin's hotel or whatever, which is a no-no. And that's what Rambo's like, hey, I don't follow you said you're free and we have rules to follow. You're the one who got kicked out for breaking the rules, and I'm not going to follow them anyway. I'm killing you right here because I can. So a really good comeback to Wick's finishing line there from Rambo. Gotta love that. And now he's going after McClane.
Hey, South is where your marriage went. The last pipe thing you slitted was an airbend.
Ow.
You used to say you were a handsome crusader. Too bad your hairline couldn't get saved by Steve Urkel's neighbor. Oh!
Ouch. So yeah, the guy who played Steve Urkel's neighbor on Family Matters was one of the cops in Die Hard. And yeah, unfortunately, Bruce Willis is starting to go bald. They used to... Oh, yeah, the last tight thing he slid in was an air vent. Yeah, I believe his wife... Him and his wife don't get along very well in Die Hard. That's, yeah, he's not in a good position marriage-wise. And I do believe his wife was getting around at some point. Don't quote me on that one, though. But yeah, so the McClane isn't exactly getting any right now, so that's a good diss from Rambo there. And then, yeah, they say you used to be a handsome crusader, but now you're going bald, so just taking pot shots at Bruce Willis's receding hairline.
Crusader, too bad your hairline couldn't get saved by Steve Urkel's neighbor. Oh, I slip into the jungle, disappear like a ghost. Then ding, I pop up out behind you like puss.
That is really unsettling, but yes, he does do that in the movie, where he's like hidden in natural camouflage like this, and they walk right past him. This happens in Rambo. So yeah, that's a really good reference there. He kind of does pop up from behind people with that like crazy camouflage techniques he's learned. That's really clever.
I pop up behind you like I seek peace, but I'm packing parabellum. I was trained to be the very best soldier boy.
What was it? I seek peace?
I seek peace.
I seek peace, but I'm packing Parabellum, which of course is a reference to one of the... Which one of the John Wick movies is called Parabellum? It's the second or third one. I don't know what what is the definition of Parabellum? I don't know that definition. I'm going to look it up. If I can type it right. Parabellum. Oh, prepare for war. That actually makes sense. So he wants peace, but he's always packing this preparation for war. So he's always ready to go, but he wants peace, which is very much Rambo. He doesn't want to have to fight, but he does it because it's needed. That's really good on that. I didn't know that's what Parabellum meant. And John Wick, Parabellum, John Wick, prepare for war. That actually is also a very good use of that word. I'm learning things with you guys here. I seek peace, but I'm packing Parabellum.
Peace, but I'm packing parabellum. I was trained to be the very best soldier boy. I'm blessed up.
You, bam, 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 soldier boy, tell. He could have soldier, and he technically is a soldier boy, but that's a different. That's soldier boy, not soldier boy. That's a great reference, and they have the colonel come through. Tell him. They're surface level, but they're funny. I like these. I love the stupid references because they always give you a good laugh. What's this about an RPG now?
Peace, but I'm packing parabellum. I was trained to be the very best soldier boy. I'm blasting RPG through NYPD's guts. Simon says you can PTSD.
Jesus!
Oh, jeez. So yeah, he's about to fire an RPG straight at McClane because he's just done with this. Oh boy. No real, and PTSD's nuts. Yeah, that's, not a whole lot to break down there, but you can see where it's going.
Simon says you can PTSD.
Jesus Christ, asshole! What are you doing? This is not some Saturday morning cartoon for you to ruin.
Only thing getting ruined is McClane Family Christmas. All your kids still have decent dad on their wish list.
What?
Ooh. So, yeah, that's, Rambo did have a Saturday morning cartoon at one point, or a morning cartoon of some sort that was not great, I remember hearing. I never got to see it. It was before my time, but yeah, that's, this is not a Saturday morning cartoon for you to ruin. And of course, Rambo fires back, yeah, the only thing getting ruined is your Christmas because you're a terrible dad and that's what all your kids want. That's a really good pot shot at both of them.
Oh, Rambo dropping bombs in his flows. Your pals in the Taliban help you write those.
Those were Mujahideen. There's a difference. The Taliban formed in the 90s when you fell off with a vengeance.
Oh, God. I don't remember what the thing is between Rambo and the Taliban. I don't know that. I don't know what the thing was with John Wick, though, either. I know there was some tie with both of them to those groups, but I don't remember what it was. That's one I don't remember, I'm afraid. But that's... I know there's references to both of them having ties there, and, well, McClane's dealing with his own version of terrorists, so... Yeah, that's a mess. And, of course, those are different. They fell off in the 90s. They fell off in the 90s when you fell off with a vengeance, because that's Die Hard, Die Hard 2, and Die Hard with a Vengeance. That was the third movie, was Die Hard with a Vengeance. So that's Wick taking pot shots at, not pot shots, but throwing the title of one of McClane's movies in there. That's smart.
Mujahideen, there's a difference. The Taliban formed in the 90s when you fell off with a vengeance.
Hey, who the fuck asked you, dog pound? Why don't you go lock your mouth in a hole in the ground?
Oh,
Oh, God. Okay, now...
You're both
There we go. Okay, now I'm going to pause it. I don't want to pause it just looking straight down Peter's mouth. That's just awkward. It's great, though. Who asked you, dog pound? McClane has no qualms about taking pot shots at Wick's dog being dead. That is just cruel, is what that is. And then, of course, that go lock your mouth in a hole in the ground, and of course that triggers Rambo's PTSD of being locked in a hole underground. That's a really good transition for all three of them in this final area.
A funeral suit away from presentable. I'm thinking I'm back, and I'm thinking you're expendable.
You wanna die?
God. I'm thinking you're both a funeral suit away from presentable, because of course neither of them are even hardly dressed. McClane's a mess. Rambo doesn't even have a shirt on. And Wick's still standing there, full suit, ready to go. So yeah, you're both a funeral suit away from presentable. And I'm thinking I'm back. I think that's what he says in one of the Wick movies. Again, I've never seen him, but I think I've seen a clip of that. I'm thinking I'm back, like he's back in the game. And I'm thinking you're expendable. Of course, Bruce Willis and Sylvester Stallone, both a part of the movie franchise, The Expendables. So what another good reference at the other two to take one last shot at them both.
And I'm thinking you're expendable.
You wanna die hard? Well, today's a good day. Let's go, motherfuckers! Yippee-ki-yay!
Jeez. You want to die hard today? Today's a good day to die hard. Of course, the reference to the original movie. And then let's go. That's what that is McClane's arguably most famous line from the entire movie. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. That is great. This is one... I'm giving this a two-way tie to Wick and McClane. Rambo was decent, but these two killed it. These two take the absolute cake on this one. I have a hard time picking. I think Wick's technical stuff was better, but I think a lot of McClane's pot shots were just a lot harder hitting. You know, and like your late pup, I'll leave you pushing up daisies. You less survival knife, you more survival wife. McClane hit harder, but Wick was better technically. And Rambo, he was decent, but just not quite there yet. So, oh man, I love these. I'm excited to do more of these. This one's hard because there's so much to it. There's 3 different people to do. That gets a lot more complicated, but up next we have another one of my favorite ones, Bezos and Mansa Musa. And then, ooh, we got Ragnar and Richard the Lionheart too. I forgot about that. Oh, and Potter and Skywalker. God, there's so many good ones of these. How many of these are there now? 87. Jeez. Well, that's content for at least a year and a half. So, we'll be finishing these up in 2025. Oh. Either way, thank you guys all so much for watching. I'm hoping to be back every Tuesday from now on. Like I said, I apologize for missing last week. I wanted to be here, and I was unconscious at the time, sleeping off Novocaine and feeling like crap. So, back to feeling better today, and excited for the future. Next week, Jeff Bezos, Mansa Musa. We're going to keep working our way back through these. If they drop any more while we're doing this, I will go and hit that first, and then pick up where we left off. So, if we get between Potter and Skywalker, and they drop a new one, we'll do the new one, and then we'll do Trump and Biden or whatever. So, but thank you guys all so much for watching. Like I said, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one. My name's Soji, and I'm out. We'll catch you next time. Later.